Hello, welcome to the Nerd Council, your home with everything nerd. My name is Ludo.
My name is Timmy.
I'm Ryan.
And we're finally back in the studio after probably like a year now.
It's been
over a year.
Over a year, it's been over a year.
It's good to be
the
back.
pandemic had us down, but you know, we're finally, okay, we're not, but we're at a place where we can finally be back into the studio.
That part.
Back doing visuals, you know.
Because I can't lie, the Zoom recordings
yeah.
will piss me off, bro. I can't even lie to you. Like,
My Wi-Fi deteriorating, Ryan's Wi-Fi deteriorating. Oh, yeah, the lights. Yeah, it became too much, man.
No, I can't do
you lose a bit of that personality, the essence that you have when we're together, you know, we're close to each other.
That's it, man.
You lose that bit when you're thing Zoom. But obviously, we go still provide content. As we are content creators, we do the best as we can. And now we're back doing it face-to-face, in person.
Oh, man.
How you guys been, man?
I can't lie, I'm a little bit hungover today. I had a house party yesterday.
And we didn't get any invite, but you
Well,
know...
I mean, again, not my fault.
It was low-key.
Not my fault. Okay, so I went to brunch first.
Brunch.
Drank
I went out to brunch.
quite a bit there.
What,
Then
mimosas?
swung back. No, it wasn't even a mimosas, bruv. Like, so my thing is, when I'm at my friend's house, I like to mix drinks in it, and the way I mix drinks is not healthy. So I make this kind of punch thing. So in the punch was Pim's, wait for it, tequila, tropical juice. What else was in there? Disaronno.
Yeah, you are.
Pink Moscato.
It
Apple
tastes
juice.
nice.
The thing is, my drinks taste amazing. I'm not, no joke, no gas. It tastes so good. And the thing is, like, it's one of those drinks that sneak up on you.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, you're thinking, oh, it's like juice. And then, like, half an hour later, you're on the ceiling. Like,
There you go.
but, yeah, I drank way too much yesterday.
What time did the house party finish?
5 a.m.
Damn, that's a house party.
Yeah, but I can't lie, I was in bed like 3.
Okay.
So, like...
You know if you have to give it like a look?
I got off my door,
Okay,
yeah. So
good,
I went to bed, like, my housemates was torn out, everything else. But other than that, I'm good, though.
How about you, Ryan? What you get up to this week?
This week, I've just been chilling, man.
Yeah.
I've just been cooling off on the weekend.
Quiet one, yeah.
Quiet
For
one.
once.
For once. I'm used to it now. I'm used to it now.
It's normally you two are out partying, and
I haven't been able to, though. So, and now, do you know what? I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I don't really have a need to... I don't feel like I need to go out and whatever.
I've been out a lot lately. Where they open
Shoreditch.
up? Yeah, Shoreditch.
That's all I see on your snap. Shoreditch.
It's the same, innit?
Permanent
I was
resident.
out Friday, though, because it was my friend's birthday. They're twins. It was at a little club bar thing. One thing I hate, though, they got to keep table service, because waiting at the bar is getting annoyed, bro. Because you're at the bar, you're getting so thinking, but what am I here, bro? You get annoyed, it's long.
Like, table service is one of those things that should just be everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's got to be everywhere. They got to keep it. It's so efficient. It's so you ain't got to, interact.
Having to fight at the bar to get a drink.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
if you don't get a drink, just to get someone's attention to
Yeah,
order your drink.
because the bar
it's
that's
long.
Yeah, it's long.
Or you know when you try to get someone's attention and they serve someone else
Yeah,
first?
like, bro, I was here.
That part pisses me off, I can't even lie to you. Especially when you're there first and someone else comes and like, oh yeah, but where's my drink?
Yeah, like
where's what's going on?
hello, can you see me?
Like, can I get my drink first before you go chat to the blonde on the side? Like, please, honestly. All right, let's get into some news, man. Again, I forgot to ask a poll from you guys, so that's my bad, but we'll talk about some news. So, DC's Injustice animated movie unveils its full cast, including Justin Hartley as Superman, Anson Mount as Batman, and Gillian Jacobs as Harley Quinn. I didn't know there was an Injustice animated movie. I just hope it's good.
I'm thinking, because there's so much content within the Injustice storyline, can it be all condensed into a movie?
It can't. It has to be multiple movies.
I don't think they can keep everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they keep the basics, sort of what happens at the start.
So in terms of Joker kills Lois Lane.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just going to be that pretty much condensed into like probably like an hour, hour and a half.
Unless it can go one of 3 ways, right? So it's either going to be like the full Injustice film will be based on the first game. It's either all going to be based on both games condensed into that one, or what they'll do is they'll take because obviously Injustice spans over 5 years.
Yeah.
They'll take those 5 years and condense it into like one film, but then do it like
Time skips.
Time skips, basically, yeah. Because there's such pivotal moments that happen within the Injustice storyline that go way beyond, Superman killing Joker.
Yeah.
And I think that's obviously that's the catalyst for everything,
Yeah,
but there's some heavy moments in this like story that I think like if they don't get those moments, it's gonna be a waste. So it's either they do that or they do multiple films.
But I'm still liking DC. They're still like keeping their foot on the gas with their animated movies.
Oh,
Because
yeah, bro.
with animated movies, they hit it out of the park with the animated movies.
They've got some Batman ones coming out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, I think they dropped the Long Halloween Part 1.
Yeah, that's out. I've not
already.
watched it yet, but I know it's out.
I've seen clips and stuff of it. It does look good. And like DC never fail when it comes to the animated stuff, man. Like I personally think that should be their bag. I think they should just go full on with the animated stuff, leave that the live action stuff, and put the animated stuff in the cinemas. I think that will make them more money than necessarily
I hear that, but you still need that live action blockbuster stuff, innit? You still need it.
Yeah.
But they aren't really slapping like that at the moment, though, man. That's my thing. Like, but the animated stuff
I
slaps.
think they feel like they're just gonna keep, because obviously they have all the rights. They think they assume they're gonna get it right sooner or later. I think that's what
That's the hope, innit?
That's the hope. They're gonna get it right sooner or later.
Well, how soon?
Either through Elseworlds or the new Batman thing or whatever, they're gonna get it right sooner or later.
Fine.
That's how they see it. That's how they see it doing it.
All right, we'll see, innit? We'll see. Warner Brothers, speaking of them, Warner Brothers will develop at least 10 films for HBO Max in 2022.
They're getting crazy with the content.
I'm still not paying for HBO Max. We can't even get HBO Max.
We can't even get it anyway.
Yeah, so it depends what films they're going to make, though.
Obviously, there's a lot of creative control with what we're seeing, what we're going to get.
Films or series like the Michael B. Jordan one, the Superman one.
Yeah, I saw that. Bruv. Can we talk about that real quick? Because I don't understand why he's making a Black Superman
Val Zod,
film or
HBO
TV.
on HBO Max, yeah. And apparently he might star in it.
It does sound better than what we first
Yeah, we
heard.
wanted to be because
Wait,
Clark Kent, yeah.
wait, so is he doing the original like Black Supermans in Val Zod, or is he doing?
No, he's doing the original Val Zod.
Yeah, he's not Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Which is better.
Yeah, I'd rather that than him being Clark Kent.
Yeah.
It gives me more hope that the story will be better. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really feel the need for it though. Still, do you know what I mean? Still,
It's just gonna be another film from the within the DC line of films. That's just gonna sits.
and it's at the backdrop of everything else with Ray as well. It's like, why are you making
Exactly.
it? Why are you making it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, why are you making it?
It looks bare booky.
I think this one was Warner Brothers, obviously, or HBO even, in this thing. Michael B. Jordan is a popping actor right now, for we got to use him in some sort of capacity. Because obviously he did very well as Killmonger.
But apparently he's not just acting. Apparently he's
Producing as
he's
well.
producing as
Because
well.
he's on production company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be good.
And the thing is, he came out and said personally as well, he didn't feel comfortable. He wouldn't have felt comfortable doing it if it was Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Whereas he'd feel better about doing it if it was Val Zod.
Yeah.
Which gives me hope that he himself
Understands
has a
what-
certain level of care for the project.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I know he would definitely care for the project, but I think my issue is with the higher ups.
No, yeah, 100%.
WB. Okay, so I saw this clip from an article. I can't remember who wrote Man of Steel. But obviously there was a point in Man of Steel where Superman takes his ship to beat up what's his face?
Zod.
Yeah. So in the script writing and stuff, they present it to the higher ups of WB, and the higher ups were like, okay, we don't want you to use that bit because they said that how would people then know? Oh, sorry, how would Superman go back to Krypton if he uses his ship to beat up Zod? But they were like,
Krypton doesn't exist.
Krypton doesn't exist anymore. So, but again, it's just come back to my issue of people at WB don't really care about these characters
Or they don't have a clue.
I think that's even worse.
Yeah.
Like, at least do the research.
It's basic homework.
It's
Yeah.
basic homework. Like, Krypton is dead. How do you not know that Krypton's like gone?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I saw that. I found that hard to believe. But
You'd be surprised how detached from the actual surface material, the source material, how these higher ups actually are. Because they just see Superman and they just see dollar signs, or Batman, see dollar signs. You go ask them who's Thomas Wayne, they're like, oh, no.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Literally,
Yeah,
you'd be surprised. But it's like, it's not like Kevin Feige, I hate bringing up too much, but it's not like Kevin Feige's situation. He's actually emotionally
heavily
invested.
invested, yeah, 100%.
Because obviously he sees the business side, but he's actually emotionally invested into these characters as well.
characters, yeah.
He understands the
You can have the finance side, but if you're not emotionally invested and you know the character's backstory,
Then you can only
background,
take them so far.
Or at least have the be humble enough to go, okay, I don't know this side, but I know the number side. Let me bring someone along to me to these decision-making board meetings who knows these sides, so we're not making big gaffes.
Because that's what's affecting their movies. But anyway, let's move on.
I know 12 has been cast as Tess in HBO's The Last of Us series. So again, Last of Us series, HBO.
I can't wait for this series. I think it's
I'm not
gonna
gonna
be
lie, I'm
nuts.
not really up to scratch with like films, games. Like,
What, The Last of Us?
yeah, because I'm not a PlayStation guy.
Oh yeah, you're not. You're an Xbox guy. Okay, it's kind of like The Walking Dead, but less. I won't say less zombies. It's basically The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I would say it's like The Walking Dead, but it's a lot more condensed in terms of the storyline and the characters they focus on. Kind of like it's like a father-daughter type scenario where they're kind of navigating this post-apocalyptic world and stuff like that. Like, I would say if you can either watch gameplay or read up on the story of it, because it's going to be a great show. I honestly think so. I might be a little bit biased, but I think like Last of Us as a TV series works great, and I think. Yeah,
because the campaign storyline is very good.
Like the storyline is such a. You'll get emotionally invested so quickly with the story. So when it drops, I think it's going to do great. Hopefully, it doesn't do badly because I think it's going to affect future stuff. But
HBO being going crazy, don't it? So
true.
It's got a lot of scope. Obviously, Stephen Yeun, Danny Kaluuya, and Kiki Palmer confirmed to star in Jordan Peele's next horror movie. Nope.
That's such a black title, bro.
Nope.
Like it's just like nope. I don't even know what the film's gonna be about.
Pretty much, yeah.
The poster's literally like a cloud,
Yeah.
like a kite string coming off it,
And say nope.
and I can see it at the bottom, and just says nope. And I think
Do you think this Jordan Peele horror film will have social commentary as well?
it has to. It has to.
I think that's just his thing now.
It's
That's
his
his
bag, innit?
bag.
That's
That's
what
his
he does,
bag. Like, if Peele was doing a horror film, it has to have some kind of social commentary in it. I don't know whether that's going to get old very quickly.
That's what I'm saying.
But it also depends on the commentary he's offering. But it's definitely his bag, especially after the 2 films he's done already, man. Like, I can't wait to see what this one's about because I think it's going to be scarier than the previous
When's it
ones.
coming out? I'm guessing it's not for a while.
2022, innit?
Like, I think it's going to be probably like 2022, 2023. But yeah, it's going to be mad. Like, Peele's in his bag. Very
Go on,
much
you
so.
go with this one.
Right, so Activision Blizzard.
Games devs to have those type of problems. What breeds that culture? Like, why is it in the gaming community? Do you know what I mean?
You know what it is? I think it is because obviously it's in the gaming community. Because the gaming community is just like any other community. It's just like it's a microcosm of society. What's happening in society is these things happening.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen in the gaming community as well. Like it's not. We are not special in the space we're in because we still have diversity issues, homophobic issues, and that still shows in the wider set of society. So it's gonna show in the little pockets of that we have in our communities as well.
I just kind of think it's wrong to be calling it frat boy culture because these are grown-ass men. And I think that calling it frat boy culture kind of juvenilizes them and kind of like, oh, they're...
Does take the seriousness out.
Yeah, like, oh, they're just the boys being boys type shit.
yeah.
Nah, like, they are grown-ass men. And I just feel like, at this point...
accountability as well.
Just start firing people and start replacing them. I feel that's what needs to happen because there's no point doing statements and apologies.
But then again, if you fire and replacing these people, if you already have a culture for that, you can just bring people who are like...
Then you got to switch up the culture altogether.
Yeah, that's
you got to start things up. Like, it starts from the top down, not from the bottom up.
It's literally like if you got roots, if you just cut the top, the roots are gonna grow back.
Yeah,
that's how you see it.
Well,
you got to literally take unroot where the bottom source. You know what I'm saying?
But the issue is with this. Well, I won't say the issue, but the thing is, the root of the problem is at the top.
Yeah.
So you got to start at the top. So if the people at the top aren't either being held accountable or aren't making proactive changes to stop this kind of culture taking place in the workplace, what can you do? Because how many times are you just gonna make a statement saying, "Oh, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry," and these women are suffering.
Especially when lives are being lost as well, unfortunately as well, like through suicide, etc., etc. Especially if people be like, "Oh, I'd rather do something else. I don't want to go into this industry because it's so toxic." And
That's in that part.
Yeah.
And then they want to talk about, "Oh, we want to be diverse, we want to be diverse," but
even if you try to bring diverse, you're gonna bring like say for example, you bring a diverse person into that thing. It's gonna be hell for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be alienated.
It's gonna be either be alienated. They don't feel right. They'll probably be the token. I hate using the word, but POC.
Token POC person with a token woman in the workplace and stuff like that.
It would be just them amongst frat boys.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, they just need to do a lot of work in terms of changing the entire culture, and I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon because a lot of people enable that kind of stuff, and I think a lot of people are so used to the culture being
When
there.
it's deeply ingrained as well. It's deeply ingrained. Like it's just part of the fabric of these companies. It seems.
All right, let's move on. Michaela Cole has been cast in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Hey, this sounds
That's a good casting. That's a very good casting.
It just makes me feel more like sad that obviously Chadwick Boseman ain't here with us, man.
I can't lie, I was thinking about that when
I'm saying,
as I was saying it's like
it's like
I don't want to talk about it.
it's just gonna
feel so weird watching the movie.
Like watching a Spider-Man movie whilst, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean, they won't ever be able to replace him.
that's what I'm saying. That's the thing as well, bro. It's gonna feel so weird without him, man. Obviously, it's no fault for their own. Obviously, things have to go on.
Yeah, of course.
No, of
yeah,
course,
It just feels so
but
weird.
Okay,
it will almost feel like something's missing because we watched the first movie and he was in it.
That's the
We're
thing,
not going to be able to get
and
away
he did
from
it
that.
so well.
Yeah, exactly.
And what
yeah.
the first movie meant as well, just how it did numbers, it broke records, how it changed. It changed. It was a shift in the culture, how everyone felt, what everyone did surrounding that movie, the buzz around it, and how he did. You know, just
yeah. Wait, so who do we think Michaela's gonna play?
You want to do Dora Milaje?
I think that's too easy though. I think most people are saying like Madam Slay.
I saw that.
I think that'd be a good custom for her, I think. But I can't lie, social media got me pissed off because all I saw was, oh my gosh, she's playing Storm. Oh my gosh, she's playing Storm. I can't lie.
She's definitely not playing Storm.
I'm tired of the Storm talk. I'm tired of the mutant talk. Like, I'm done. Like, no mutants.
The only thing will kind of be even if say Storm does come, obviously, you just have that little brief period when she's obviously married to T'Challa. She's not going to be there.
Yeah, like, again, it's a key element kind of gone. Like, you can't really have Storm in a Black Panther movie if Black Panther's not going to be there. Like,
that's what ties it to. That's what ties it to Wakanda in the first place.
Yeah. I think she's going to play either Madam Slay, either going to be somehow linked to Namor, or she's going to be somehow involved with Shuri taking on the mantle either as an advisor role. I don't know what they're going to do.
Even with Wakanda Forever, we're finally going to get Namor. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Seems like he's going to be the villain.
I think he's probably going to be the villain. Or he's going to be villain turned ally.
Anti-hero type.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting it to be as well. Like towards the end of the film, it might change.
But it's just going to be interesting to see how they're going to integrate Atlantis into, I guess, the wider scope of the MCU and stuff like that.
I think that's pretty easy to do. Obviously, the reason that they've actually only came to the surface because obviously they said enough's enough. You guys are polluting our waters. We finally reached our breaking point. Usually we like to be...
That's been done so many times,
It is,
man.
but that's what it is.
It is, but it's the same story, though, isn't
it's the
it?
same story. Even with Wakanda, a lot throughout the whole thing, they were literally in hiding. Like, we ain't trying to,
And it's not like it's been done in the MCU.
Yeah.
Right, fair.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to bring those race of people who live underwater and never see...
He's not even explored the sea in the MCU. So it's an easy thing to say. They were there the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not like asking the question about mutants, how do they exist?
Yeah.
They can easily stay hidden underwater. So
And literally, name was like, bro, that's you. Battle of New York. That's you, man. That's you, humans. Bro. That's nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's easy.
100%.
And he's shown throughout like his law and his character that, bro, we ain't gonna have to do Atlantis and affect Atlantis directly. I don't care.
Yeah.
He might have thought, okay, now go come to the service because when obviously the snap happened, half of my people were gone. I gotta come investigate.
What you guys doing?
What you guys doing,
like,
man?
What's not like what you've been up to?
Yeah.
You go affecting my people and stuff like that. Okay, I see that happening. Okay, yeah. Eric Wallace feels the Flash could run easily for at least several more seasons.
They need to stop that right now.
Let it go.
Did you see the clips?
The
lightsabers. Yeah.
I was. Oh,
Hey, no
God.
cap, those lightsabers fight were better than anything the Dune trilogy offered us. And that's horrible.
Probably, but that's saying something.
That's saying something.
It looks so dumb.
Apparently, like, I haven't watched it, but I've just been reading stuff. Apparently, like, the visual effects are so bad on the show. Like, when you compare it to like season 1 or season 2, they're just bad.
They're just bullshit at this point, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw the clip on Twitter and I was like, okay, I need to see this real. So I went to YouTube and I watched the full fight and it was just so bad, bruv.
Why they got lightsabers in the first place?
So obviously you know
is that a construct?
Like species can create constructs. We know that. But it just looked
A lightsaber?
dumb. Like Savitar kind of pulled out this lightning from nowhere. No, sorry.
Godspeed.
Sorry. Yes, Godspeed. Sorry. Godspeed called on lightning. Lightning came down his hand.
Lightning came, you know.
And the lightning came. And the lightning turned into like a lightsaber, innit? And then Barry and Reverse Flash look at each other. Then
Reverse Flash is still above.
boom.
What, they linked up?
They linked up. And he just goes like this. And then he just drew out lightning like sabers from nowhere. And
That's
I
an
was like,
interesting link up.
yeah, I don't know, man. The show's dumb. Like, the show's so dumb. They need to cancel it. Just cancel it, man. Like,
And this public, who's still watching?
So people must be though.
people are still
People
watching.
must be for the seasons to carry on getting greenlit.
Well, like season 7 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, and they still got. I think they just rounded up shooting season 8.
It's gonna end up running longer than Smallville.
How long is Smallville run for?
That was like
Years.
like I don't know, like 13 seasons maybe.
And Arrow stopped at like, what, 8?
I stopped at 8.
Yeah.
I
They got to
stopped being good at like by 2 or 3.
3 at 2 or 3. only being like fair.
See, I think season 4 was actually good. They had a comeback for one season.
one season, and
they went
and then it was dead again.
Sorry, here we go. A sequel to The Army of the Dead is in the works with Zack Snyder set to return to direct.
I need to hurry up and watch it. I still didn't watch it.
Still watch the first
You
one.
still haven't seen it?
No.
Now you've seen the film?
No. I just, you know what it is, yeah? I plan to watch it and I'm like, 2 hours?
The fact that, I know.
Yeah, but it's a good series.
Yeah, I know,
man.
but-
It's Zack. Like, it's Zack. Like,
I know, I should have watched it. I should have watched it.
You should have watched
I
it.
gotta be in that mode where like, okay, let me block out 2-3 hours of
Like,
my
it's
time.
Zack, man. We gotta make time for Zack.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta make time, but literally it's just
But
you know,
you haven't made time for
I
this
haven't
film.
made time. I ain't been at home in it.
Alright, you watch it today then. You go watch it today.
Today.
Man's gotta check his schedule.
Yeah,
Like, you're busy.
When he cut to Love Island.
Can't do, actually.
Hey.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it needs a sequel though.
Apparently they're gonna do a prequel as well.
So there's a prequel coming out.
Yeah.
I think called. Do you know what? I forgot the name, but it's
Right,
like
Dental
before.
Fever,
It's before the events of
yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, that makes me more likely to watch it. If I know they're doing a sequel, they've
And a
got a
prequel.
prequel, they're actually building something, then
That's-
I might as well
yeah.
go watch it now.
There's a one-off thing, yeah.
I mean, from the sound of things, it's probably gonna be like maybe another 2 films and maybe a TV series easily, like 10 seasons in a movie type shit. So, what is? Speaking of Zack Snyder, Zack Snyder's production company Stone Quarry has signed a first look film deal with Netflix.
That's about 10 plus films that they're gonna sign directly to Netflix. So Zack Snyder, he's still, no matter Warner Brothers,
He's alright, kicking.
He's gonna be winning.
Secure in the bag.
Yeah.
Secure in the bag.
Secure in the bag, that's what I mean.
I need Zack in a Marvel film. I need Zack just to be petty.
Yeah.
Just to be absolutely. I need Zack on a Marvel film. Even I don't know whether it's like what you call it, Disney Plus type thing, or a full on scale like Marvel. I guess need Zach on one Marvel project to be absolutely paid. That's
That'd
it.
be real pay.
I don't think it's a good fit.
Oh no! Now it's not good fit.
Do you know what? If it was outside of the MCU, if it was like an Elseworlds project, I just don't think the movies he makes really fit the tone of the MCU films.
Yeah, of course.
If it was like an Elseworlds Marvel film where he could do whatever he wanted with it, do that.
I think he could do that with a TV show though, as opposed to a movie. I think the movies are a bit different. But I think a Marvel or any Marvel TV show, I think Zach could be like, okay, like Moon Knight. If Zach worked on Moon Knight,
do you know what? I think that's the best property I could think of. The best character that I could think of that I think he would do well with.
He could assistant produce on Blade though.
Yeah, let's bring up Blade. So who's they showed it. They brought the director. And I was going to put that in the news. Who's the director for Blade?
Is it Coogler?
No, they just announced it recently. I can't even remember who it is.
Put in the thing,
I'll check it.
So Blade, he can do Blade if they consider.
Is that a black director though?
No,
It's not.
He's Asian, no.
For Blade.
Oh, it doesn't have to be a black director.
I mean, it doesn't. But it would be nice if a black director worked on Blade. Do you know what I mean?
I think so. But the first 3 Blade movies weren't black directors.
No, it was. They weren't. No, and they were masterpieces. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I think there's a nuance that can be added now to Blades that they couldn't add back then. That could be portrayed by a black director. Do you know what I mean? Because I think Blade being black is a factor to like. Well, okay, we'll say it's a factor to his character, but at the same time, I think there's a nuance there that a director could bring forth if the director was black. Do you get me?
Yeah, it's Bassam Tariq.
His name sounds familiar though.
Do you know what he's done before?
I'm looking at him now, brother.
Scroll.
But he's bad. Yeah, forget. I don't know what he's done.
I mean, we're gonna watch it either way.
We're gonna watch it either way. Yeah, I'm not saying no black director. I'm watching that now. But I think it would be
Asian.
It would have been nice.
It would be nice.
He's Pakistan.
Would have been nice. Yeah. Okay.
He's done Mowgli, These Birds Will, Goes to Sugarland. Yeah, movies that.
So this is his first big.
Yeah,
sounds like it.
It'll be interesting.
It'll be good. Kingpin to appear in Hawkeye TV show.
Why? I think they should, because everyone knows Hawkeye is not as interesting as the others, probably trying to bring something to tie him over. And would it be the same Kingpin that we had from Daredevil?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
I think he's literally as Kingpin. Yeah, I think that was not just the actor, he's playing Kingpin.
Was he playing Kingpin?
Yeah, in the Hawkeye thing.
I think they do that because everyone knows Hawkeye is, out of all this TV show, is the least interesting character, so to speak.
But if they're bringing in Hawkeye, then are they then saying for sure that the
Daredevil thing?
Yeah, Daredevil was
Well,
part of
that's
it.
the assumption. Yeah, that's the assumption. So if you look at the wider scope, it's better because then you can see like Daredevil and Spider-Man linking up. If that's what everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see that Daredevil with Spider-Man.
Like they're both in New York, man. Like you must have met at least once or twice.
I know,
just flying through those things like in New York.
Yeah, for sure.
When is Hawkeye coming out again?
Oh, I'm
This
so
year?
bad
This
with
year?
dates.
This year?
I'm actually looking forward to it. Everyone's saying I'm not interested.
Nah, I mean,
no.
It's not even because of. But I'm looking forward to seeing Kate Bishop. I don't care about
that
Hawkeye.
part.
Okay, see,
I don't care about
fair enough.
Hawkeye. I don't care about Clint.
Yeah.
I mean, you can care. Okay, do you know what? Okay, this is my thing, right? Because like before, take for example Black Widow. Yeah, like I wasn't really effing with Black Widow like that. Then I saw the film, and I can't like the film.
But I heard that in the film they didn't talk about what's it called? What happened in
Budapest.
They did.
I still haven't seen it.
They went into quite a bit of detail.
Okay, what happened in Budapest?
No, don't tell me what happened in Budapest. I want to watch the movie. You mad?
It's part of the film. It's part of the film. Like you need to know. Yeah. So I mean, like, and to be honest, it's quite heavy. Like, it's weird because they joke about Budapest a lot.
Yeah.
In
all the other movies.
In all the movies, but like what actually happens is kind of fucked.
So done.
Yeah, like it's kind of fucked.
Okay.
So it's a bit weird that like they're like, oh my god, Budapest, right? And then like in the film you're like, right,
that's what
that's what went down. Okay.
Bro, it's kind of dark, but
it's also kind of like, remember in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when what's her name, Agent May and Thing will talk about what happened in.
Oh, in
and Agent Coulson, what happened in whatever was seat or something.
Yeah.
You find Agent May like kill the kid.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like,
is that what we're joking about? You remember what I could have killed? Yeah, I remember. Great times.
I think I'm interested in Kate Bishop, but I think the Hawkeye TV show is going to show us a side of Hawkeye that we didn't necessarily see in the film, and I think it's going to be one of those things again where it's like, where was this Hawkeye for the past 11 years? Yeah. I think that's just what's going to
I'll be interested if we get like see Hawkeye like as Ronin. I'll be interested in that.
Yes, I think.
I think we will though.
I think we have to have Ronin though. I think he has to. Yeah, I think he has to be Ronin at this point. I don't think he can go back to be Hawkeye.
The whole point of like Endgame is
redeem yourself.
Yeah, kind of like that
But
little redemption
it's
arc.
kind of a
innit?
bit too easy, like how literally.
Yeah, people let that slide. People
Like
let that
how
slide.
obviously your daughter or your family goes and you start randomly
Just like
killing
killing
people in
people.
Asia. Bro.
Nah, boy, wait, no.
Well, a few words there.
But boy,
He was executing people.
Yeah,
He was executing people.
No, hold on, no. Like his daughter and family went missing, right? He ended up looking for them.
But why do you think all of a sudden it was the Asians, huh?
No, wait, let me get my point out.
She went missing in a farm in like Kentucky or something.
Let me get my point out. So
She was in Tokyo. I'm like, okay,
I was doing
I'm
trips to Mexico.
Yeah,
so he obviously
killing random POC, bro.
Do you know I'm not making up point anymore?
Is that what happened? That what happened?
I mean, you didn't lie, but obviously he's going around killing criminals and stuff, innit? Because like the world's effed, innit?
Criminals.
It just happens to be like all POC people.
Why they kill criminals in America? There ain't no criminals there? When was the last time America was Utopia?
Do you know what, yeah?
He flew out for that.
No one questioned it. No one questioned it very either. Black Widow just said, "Come home." He's
I
gonna do.
swear he's on tag as well.
Man booked a flight to kill POC.
No, but I swear he's on tag. He was meant to be on tag because what happened in Civil War.
Oh yeah, he was a fugitive.
He was a
Isn't it?
fugitive.
I'm so shocked at this revelation.
I'm on to Clint.
Oh my god. Wow,
Clint to make America great again, bro.
He would definitely vote for Trump. He absolutely would.
It's too convenient. But I love to see Ronan though. No serious though. I love to see Ronan.
For real.
Maybe it'll give us a deeper reason why he went down that path as well.
I think we need to see that.
Because literally, just seeing Endgame just also
throughout the movies, they've kind of like alluded to like his family life, innit? I think it started in like Age of Ultron.
Yeah, when
and
he was
then
like,
there's a little
family.
bit more in Civil War and that. So if they delve into that, but to be honest, I'm just more excited to see the daughter.
Because she's all grown now.
And because I know it's what it leads up to Young Avengers.
Young Avengers, yeah.
That's what I'm invested in. That's what I'm waiting for.
Even we've seen from Falcon and Winter Soldier with what's the young
Isaiah.
Yeah, it's leading up to it. Obviously, even also with the One Division, the twins.
We've got the twins. Yeah, exactly. We've got Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
Loki. There was Kid Loki.
Kid Loki's definitely making a comeback. Like I don't know how they're gonna put him out, but he's definitely coming now. Spider-Man. Spider-Man potentially.
Like, I mean,
we'll get Miss Marvel and also
Miss Marvel.
Young Avengers.
There could be a variant of Kang. Variant of Kang, Iron Lad. There's a variant of Kang that was in the Young Avengers. So
freaking Ironheart as well.
Yeah, there's so many different.
They probably can do Ironheart earlier than obviously Iron Lad, didn't it?
Yeah, they will.
It make more sense that way.
But it's gonna slap. I'm just thinking about it now. It's gonna.
Yeah, the TV shows they're getting crazy. They're getting crazy.
Like I think high key the Young Avengers cast are gonna become like Robert Downey Jr. Freaking like that kind of like the main cast the forefront. I think that's what the Young Avengers are gonna be.
The ones that are next up.
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna be exciting to see. I think, 100%. What is next? We're talking about Michael B. Jordan as well. Space Jam 2 on track to earn significantly less than.
I put this in specifically because I wanted to. Cause I know you two have seen it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it. I'm meant to be seeing it later today.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is it earning significantly less?
Because people.
You know what it is?
That's what
I'll start.
Go on.
Obviously, people are you're not Michael Jordan, and it came out at a time when Michael Jordan was literally seen as the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
His story was just like he was the biggest, not just biggest athlete, the biggest celebrity in the world at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously, movies is not fully back to thing. Obviously, we're in the middle of a pandemic still. Not in the middle, towards the end, but cinema levels ain't reached pre-pandemic levels yet. Plus that, and just people feel like. A lot of people just don't like LeBron as well, innit? It's that aspect.
Do you think that's it?
A lot of people don't like LeBron.
Okay, is the film itself good?
No, the film is good. Sorry, yes, the film is good.
Yeah.
The film is good.
Oh, the film is actually good.
The film is good.
Yeah, it's all right,
It's an enjoyable.
I laughed a lot as well. Yeah.
It's an enjoyable, funny.
Film,
I'll call it family film. It's very much a family film. Like it's cartoons, bro.
But there was also a lot of people were in terms of like, when you saw, for example, people only like the original Spider-Man.
No, yeah, I get
So
you.
they're like, no matter what I'm seeing,
They're not gonna like it regardless.
I'm not gonna like it. So a lot of people are like that.
People have made their mind up that they're going to hate the Space Jam.
You make your mind up. Okay, I'm not gonna like this because I'm so loyal.
Yeah,
I grew up on this.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of had a preconception because growing up, Space Jam, I used to come home from school, slap it on a Monday, Tuesday. I come home and slap it on
And a lot
again.
of people from our generation older have that thing. So they're gonna be like, no matter what I see, I'm not gonna like it.
The first thing I didn't really like was I've only seen the trailer, but obviously it's more animated. Doesn't he like go into their world?
Yeah,
he does.
I like Space Jam, but I liked it more because the Looney Tunes
come to the real world.
come to us. Do you know what I mean?
it's a
thing is, it's anime, but they cross over.
They do
cross over.
both. So you still get that the live action kind of stuff with the Looney Tunes and stuff like that as well. So I just don't know why people are choosing to hate on it so much. Like people have just been like, oh yeah, it's crap. The first one's the best. Like you haven't even seen the second one.
Yeah.
Like just go and enjoy the film. Like I'm not expecting like some kind of like award-winning Oscar-worthy performance from LeBron James, bruv. Like
I see people getting him as well, but he's not an actor. He's a basketball.
He's a basketball player. Like just go in to watch the Looney Tunes do like stuff,
Jordan
bruv.
did like an Oscar-worthy performance.
Exactly, bruv. Oh,
Can I ask a quick question?
Ask a question.
Between Jordan and LeBron, both being sports personalities or sportsmen, athletes,
right,
and into the acting world, which one's better in your mind?
What in terms of the
in
film?
terms of just athletes being actors.
I think LeBron was slightly better. I think LeBron was slightly better in the film. Yeah, and I think it's weird. I can't lie. Like, okay, I'm not a basketball fan like that, but it's weird. I left the film kind of wanting to go watch basketball and kind of wanting to go watch LeBron.
Yeah.
I know.
Also, one thing that I really did like about was Space Jam and Trim, it showed how LeBron came from him as a kid.
Yeah.
Becoming the chosen one, because he was one meant to. He was the guy. The prodigy, generational talent, where he's the next Michael Jordan, and just showed that he's come up and what he had to go through. I like that aspect as well, but you know, he's one of them ones that if you have a preconceived notion, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah,
you're not gonna like it. But no matter what you see on the big screen,
I think we should watch it, man. It's a fun film, man.
I'm gonna watch it regardless.
Yeah, it's a fun family film. But it just was thingy levels where not everyone cinemas ain't fully packed yet, so that doesn't help. It doesn't.
All right, and finally, Elder Scrolls release date speculated.
Oh, so I was reading this yesterday, and it was basically they're saying Elder Scrolls isn't really slated to come out until 2025 or maybe 2026.
What game are they making,
because they're saying it's not going to come out until at least after Fable, and I can't remember what year. I think Fable might be 2024. So they're saying if it's not going to be until after that.
No, this is 2023 for Fable. Maybe. Didn't they?
Okay, so it might be 2023, but I think what they said is Elder Scrolls will be at least like 2 years after.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're still having success with Elder Scrolls Online anyway, so that's not really a thing, and they're constantly updating that game, but...
Come on, man.
It's not to say I want it, though, do you know what I mean?
I kind of want Elder Scrolls to kind of...
Because Elder Scrolls Online, for me, didn't slap the same way that just the Elder Scrolls Skyrim did.
Yeah,
so I've been waiting for a new installment since Skyrim dropped. I mean, I know I could go back and play Skyrim, and I still wouldn't get bored.
I still haven't finished Skyrim. Actually.
I want to play the next game.
It's got to be thinking though. Now that we're this age of, let's say, with technology and whatnot, do you think we should still expect games to take that long to make?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we still have to remember like there's a craft to gaming.
Yeah, no, there's a craft, but I'm just saying because obviously, like say with movies, for example, they get done, big budget movies get done quicker and whatnot. I'm just thinking like now, don't you?
I mean, I do prefer it. Like a longer gap in between games.
Yeah,
even though it's long to wait, I do prefer it.
It depends. It's just about what you do, like what the company does within that gap. It's like, are you like teasing stuff? Are you showcasing stuff? Are you dropping trailers and things like that? Are you dropping alphas, betas, that type of thing? Like that's all great. But if you just say like, oh, game's coming out in like 5 years and you give us nothing for that game until like 2 months before launch, it's like. Yeah.
For me, yes, I've got blind faith in the Elder Scrolls. If they've said it. So if they say it's going to come out in 2025, I'm not going to be pressed because I'll wait because I know when that game comes out, it's going to deliver.
Yeah. Like there's no point trying to rush like games coming out because I think to be honest with you, sometimes it's hard to keep up with games coming out, man. Like even September, October coming up, there are so many games coming out. So many games. It's like, okay, am I really going to play all of them? Will I have time? Because by the time you play...
You meant to afford all of them. Games are expensive as hell
nowadays.
Games
are freaking expensive, bruv. Like... And I don't even know whether that's intentional or not, but they just seem to skyrocket every year. Like, paying £70 for a game when you used to pay, like, max 30, 40 quid.
I remember your games being £30, bro.
Bro, like...
Xbox Game Pass, bro, trust me.
Fam, it's the way. But okay. Having said that, though...
You don't have all the games, though.
But there's still so many games on there,
there are a lot of games, but low-key... A lot of the games don't really slap like that.
That's what I'm saying, see?
On Game Pass. Conceptually, Game Pass is amazing. Don't get me wrong. And there are some games on there that are great. And sometimes they're like, okay, we'll put a game on Game Pass for like 3-4 months before we take it off. And that's all great, and I get that. But the majority of the catalogue isn't necessarily the best.
No, I hear you, because even sometimes I've gone through Games Pass, had a look through, and there's nothing there that I wanted to play. So I get that. But Microsoft have been making moves.
Oh, they have.
Do you see what I mean? So it's going to get better. I feel like it's going to get better. Certain games are going to be there from like first day release on Game Pass and that.
True.
To me, that's nuts. To have a game that's going to come out and from the first day it comes out, it's going to be available for free on Game Pass. That's nuts.
They released also Netflix doing their own little games streaming thing as well.
And apparently they said it's not going to charge. It's going to be extra like, in terms of cost.
So it's really,
Yeah, I saw
so if
that.
you have Netflix, you already have
So
it.
if you have Netflix, like the Netflix package would include the games as well.
They don't play.
Yeah, they're not playing around, yeah.
Also, you remember? Also, it was meant to be in the news, but apparently, Netflix user thing has gone down, and HBO Max has gone up by 2.9 million users.
Really?
Yeah.
Netflix has gone down.
Yeah, the users have gone down. So this is one way to bring them back, having a gaming thing where. You
But
ain't gonna try
that's weird though, like especially because of like the whole pandemic situation.
You would have thought people would have been indoors.
Yeah,
more.
I would feel like
past this past quarter where the pandemic, because things have opened up more, and there's obviously other options. Whatnot.
Okay.
Disney getting crazy with their TV shows.
Yeah, true.
HBO Max,
competition.
whole
So
competition.
HBO Max went up.
HBO
So
Max
it
went
might
up.
just
There's
be
2.9 million users.
It might just be a competition.
Yeah.
Amazon
Okay.
Prime, they're doing their thing with the boys and whatnot.
I'm still trying to figure out how like HBO Max is going to work for the UK because I still feel
We still ain't got it. Yeah,
it still ain't got it, and I feel like and I don't think we're ever going to get it because Sky just
No,
has such a stronghold on
I've
it.
kind of just given up.
Yeah.
I've kind of given up on waiting. I'm just like,
But it's
I'll
difficult
find a way
because
to watch
like
it.
when shows are coming out,
I'll find a way to
we have
watch
our
it.
means to watch these shows.
we have ways, but
Yeah, we have
like,
ways, yeah.
but it's just annoying. Like they'll say, "Oh, stuff's coming out on HBO Max," and you're like, "Okay, well, how are we gonna watch it in the UK?"
What about me, bro?
And they're just like, "Oh, well, you'll figure it out." So it's like, all right, well, I'm
I'll figure it out. Yeah,
I'll find a way.
I'll find a way. Probably watch this stuff, you know.
This episode of the Nerdcastle podcast is brought to you by ELGATO and the new Wave 1 microphone. Now, I know you're probably thinking this is some generic podcast ad, but mate, you cannot deny the sound quality. The new Wave 1 has allowed us to deliver an incredible audio experience for you guys, while still allowing us to deliver the same great content you all love and enjoy. So go check out the new Wave 1 and see how it can improve your audio content. Now, back to our episode. Okay, let's get on to our main topic. We are talking controversial opinions.
Because obviously I saw Timmy quote tweets. I was like, oh, why not?
What did I quote tweet?
You know the controversial anime thing, yeah.
Oh yes,
So I thought,
yes.
Why not? Let's get into a controversial.
Actually, let me find my tweets.
Yeah, bring it.
Find out what I said because I forgot what I said.
Oh, I bookmarked it, I believe.
Oh, you bookmarked it.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's
organisation.
Oh, I think I did. Oh, it's gone. I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it.
No, you didn't.
Let me find it. 1 sec. But actually, while we're waiting for that, okay. So, what controversial anime opinions do
You
you
want to
guys
start
have?
off? You want to get started, right?
Oh, controversial anime opinions.
Yeah.
Then we just debate our controversial anime opinions. We go back and forth. That should start.
This is a safe space.
I don't think it's that controversial anymore. I know Timmy agrees, innit? But
okay.
I've always said, Dragon Ball Z is so overrated as an anime, and I feel like people only like it out of like nostalgia.
Here we go. Yeah. That's exactly what I
I
said.
feel like if you go back and watch it,
It's horrible.
and then if you watch it to other animes that came out around about a similar time, it's not as good.
It's not.
So you see, you're just saying, actually watching it with an adult eye, it doesn't stand the test of time.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people from young were exposed to it from young, but they weren't exposed to other animes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. That's true.
like the Naruto's, the
You know
Bleaches.
what's so mad? People don't even class Dragon Ball Z as an anime because they just watch it on
Yeah,
Troy.
some people class it as a cartoon, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they saw Dragon Ball Z as a cartoon. It's something you watched on it's like Toonami and the kind of things.
Cartoon,
Like
yeah.
we didn't understand the concept of
Anime.
anime
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then. I mean, in terms of anime shows back then, what we had: Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Shaman King, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Card Captors, and maybe like and Sailor Moon and Beyblade. That was kind of like the anime that we first experienced. So I understand the hype of Dragon Ball Z because as an anime, Dragon Ball Z compared to like those shows,
Especially as like a fighting type.
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
One thing I'll say with that as well, Dragon Ball Z got away for so long with lazy writing.
Yes,
100%.
Oh, no one can really die because the Dragon Balls. You can bring them back. Goku always has to save the day.
Yeah. Like the fights carried the show because like
The fights and the power ups,
and I think it was very much I guess I would say our generations. Well, our age group's kind of like first exposure to what I would say maybe like pop culture in a weird way. Like because you go watch Dragon Ball Z, and then what are you doing in the playground the next day? You're playing Dragon Ball Z in the playground. Like
Because even the games on video consoles
like
were
the
so
Captain
big as
Kai,
well.
the games were huge. Like even if you didn't really watch Dragon Ball Z, you were playing
You play
games.
games. You play games. You play your mate.
But yeah, I definitely feel like at this point nostalgia has carried Dragon Ball Z because like again, like you said, there were other anime shows out there at the time that to be honest I think are way better than Dragon Ball Z in terms of writing and characters. Like
in terms of storyline,
And I also
Dragon Ball
think,
Z is actually very middle deep.
I think Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Z.
I hear that because you're so exposed to the power levels in Dragon Ball Z.
Like,
for me, I kind of feel.
I reckon you'd probably find some people that don't even know about Dragon Ball, but they know about Dragon Ball Z.
Of course, yeah.
They don't even know about. They don't know about Kid Goku.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I just feel like it's kind of just been going on and on for ages now, man. It's like like it's okay to end the anime. Like it's like
Okay, yeah.
When they brought back the Dragon Ball Super, I was like,
I wasn't involved. I watched the movie that they brought out.
I watched it like, this is silly. This is just too silly for me.
Yeah, once they brought out that series, I didn't watch that at all. It's different colour hair.
Yeah, this goy stuff. I was like, yeah, man, I've had enough, man. I've had enough.
Didn't he have pink hair at one point?
Pink,
He did.
blue,
is
purple.
blue.
When they had purple, yeah.
Okay.
Another controversial.
More anime heads need to expand their viewing list beyond shonen anime.
But shonen anime is the best though.
No, he's right though, man.
Okay, what says because we obviously know shonen does the kid protagonist or whatnot, but what other animes would you say?
Slice of life stuff, definitely.
What's that about?
So I can't really define it. I can't remember the definition. So slice of life is like basically more like I'll say real life scenarios, but like oh god,
you don't like the mafia anime and stuff like that.
It's it's not superpowers and stuff basically.
For like Shingeki no Soma, the cooking anime.
Yeah, cooking animes like like you said.
You like the cooking anime? You like the cooking?
What Shingeki no Soma?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it all, but you know, I'm not
all those cooking animes. I can't get into that, man. I'm just watching you cook ramen.
I was so surprised. I didn't think you can make cooking look cool, but it does, innit?
There's anime like that, but Shingeki no Soma or Food Wars as it's called, like,
Food Wars, yeah.
takes it to like another level. Like, it makes you. Sorry, nosebleeds. Like it makes you wanna cook the foods.
Yeah. Of course, it's exaggerated, isn't it? Of course, it is.
Exaggerated, but it's fun.
The fact that with good storytelling, you can tell any story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good. That Death Note as well is not your typical.
But see, I feel like Death Note is like the outlier.
Powers, don't it?
Because everyone knows about Death Note.
Yeah,
and like,
it's still pretty exposed.
Yeah, it's still got that supernatural element to it. I think basically you can watch anime shows that don't necessarily have like powers or.
What about the sports ones? Do they count as well?
Absolutely. Like there are some.
Would you say Hajime Ippo is not shonen then?
It's fighting though. It's a bit different because it's fighting.
No, it's fighting.
Okay, but it's boxing. It's a sport.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a hard one.
Yeah.
So cooking no basket, not shonen then.
No, it's not. I don't think I won't call that shonen.
Fair enough. But the thing is, as you're right,
but
a lot of us our entry to anime is through shonen. So
I went through a phase of anime watching where I stepped away from like One Piece, Bleach, Naruto.
Like you have to like almost pull yourself out of it because like it's easy to just be able to.
But the thing, those animes are not what's called marketed to us. You have to like ask a friend to
true,
one of those animes.
True. Like you have to go looking for it. Like I remember when I first found Food Wars. It was by accident.
Yeah. That's like me with Hunter x Hunter. First time I saw it was like 2011. I saw the gun transformation. I saw that on Twitter. I was like, what the hell is this? This looks fucking amazing. Like you don't really see those types of the non-shonen animes being
marketed. Sometimes you've got to be bought in. You got
to be bought in.
And even then, once you find that one, it's like, okay, what other stuff is there?
That's it. That's what it was like with me. Once I watched I think the first one I watched was Kuroko's, the basketball one.
Yeah.
After that, I went and watched Hajime. Then as soon as I found out about Haikyuu, I watched that.
There's a really good free running one called Prince of Stride. It sounds like it's kind of boring, like you just people running, but you know with anime where they just exaggerate everything. So like it's a freaking man. I just think people need to watch other stuff aside the kind of like
shonen stuff,
like superpowers and power ups and power systems and things like that. Like
one controversial, I won't say it's controversial anime opinion. I said Naruto went to crap after the pain arc.
Is that controversial?
I think it is. I think it is because a lot of people will talk about Naruto.
And obviously the Ninja Wars are one of the...
maybe I'm only saying that because I agree with you, innit? 100%.
I don't think he went to crap. I think
he went to crap. I think they're trying to follow Dragon Ball Z too much in terms of like the power levels, reaching those power levels.
No,
it becomes like other planetary power levels.
But it was planetary stuff. But it wasn't like there was just like one person at that level. There were multiple people at that level.
I feel like,
which is what I think made it more interesting than just like because it could have just easily been like, okay, Naruto is like stupidly discussing OP, like no one can beat him. But there were multiple people at that level, both on the good and bad side. So it allowed for I think Naruto to be more interesting, even though like the Jutsus got a little more out there after like the pain arc, especially because like I have to agree with you in some regard. Like I watched Naruto mainly for the jutsu and the fights. The storyline's great. Don't get me wrong. The storyline is great too in a part, but it's the jutsu that got me really interested in Naruto. But I feel like as the fourth Great Ninja War got on, the jutsu really, really got out there.
Yeah, so really,
I think it was too far-fetched.
That's too far.
I think it was. I feel like the power-ups
It starts off you guys throwing kunai at each other now.
It reached levels of weird.
I'm seeing planets now.
They were like godlike.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, the whole story,
ninjas, bro.
The story dipped massively, and it was like they should have ended it with Madara. And then they continued. They had Kagura. Then they had
the
Zetsu.
Kage introduction was so left field, man. It came out of nowhere.
And I'm even thinking like someone like Madara, who's been planning this for hundreds plus years.
And then it just made him
to be tricked. Yeah, to be tricked.
Nah.
So how can Madara be beaten like that? It kind of devalues him at the same time. That's why I don't like Shippuden as a whole.
Because it wasn't even like they teased a Kaguya existing, or they spoke about Kaguya in like ancient texts spoke of like the original like shinobi.
There was nothing
like that. It just kind of came along. Oh yeah, hi. By the way, I'm Kaguya. Like I've been behind this thing the whole time. Here's my backstory. Yeah. Here's like.
I feel like a lot of the characters as well, like
Well, like Neji, they did Neji bad, didn't it?
They done my bro Neji bad. They done my bro.
I get it though, because it had to be it made sense for someone. They couldn't kill Tenten because no one cares about Tenten.
Yeah.
They can't kill Kiba because no one cares about Kiba. Do you know what I mean?
And also that you can't fully go into depth with every single character.
No, I get that, but it's like, say for example, Sakura. They could have done much better with Sakura.
Oh, no, that's a fact.
One thing I've noticed with animes, it's like they make us hate the female characters.
Bro, that's you did.
Am I lying?
But she was pretty much a damsel in distress the whole time. But why did she need to be?
But she's not. The thing is, I don't know if anime writers like thought the misogyny logo on it. But the thing is, why are the characters so written where they're annoying or just useless?
But
I'm thinking, why was I so annoyed when she said, "And now caught up to them"? I was like, that annoyed the hell out of me. I was like, are you
do you know what it was?
These people are
it's the build up to that scene, yeah. So like obviously like Team 7 meet up again. You know, Sasuke's doing bits. And
Sasuke's got like he's got the
Renegade.
He's got a Renegade. He's got the orbs. Naruto's got the orbs and that nine toes.
And the Sakura comes.
She's just there with a healing whatever.
No, but the thing is, right? Sakura is easily one of the most powerful ninja in the show. Period. Yeah. But the way they've done her dirty. From the beginning, she should have been heavy on the genjutsu side of stuff. But they made it into like this really weird kind of like oh my god, Sasuke.
Never really
when she should have been bossing things
trope
from early.
That young girl
They could have had her fall for Sasuke, but still made her the powerhouse that she is from early. Like because her chakra control is crazy. And they could have done so much with that.
But she was always reduced to like a love trope.
Yeah.
So it was like with Sasuke obviously chasing after him. Yeah. And then the scene with Naruto in the snow where she told him she loved him.
I like you now. Come on, bro.
It didn't make any sense.
Yeah. That's never. I was controversial, but like, literally, it seems like anime rise. They make like us like.
I don't even know if that's controversial. I think it's just a fact.
The dislike.
If you can't see that, because like.
But there is a lot of people who just love Naruto, innit? And it's for me like. Shippuden, it just went downhill.
I think
Naruto was better than Shippuden, just like Dragon Ball Z.
I think Shippuden's slightly better.
Do you think also, besides Karen, but do you think when power levels become like silly, the storytelling actually goes down? Or is it just
a little bit?
Or is it just something else that makes just only for you?
Only because it wasn't consistent with the earlier stories. If everyone was OP from the start, or if you could kind of see it going that way, then it's not as bad. But because it just come out of nowhere, and it's completely different to what we see at the start.
I feel like I think the pain. I think for me, in terms of Juicy, the pain arc was like when was that stop point where things. Beyond that, things got a bit weird.
Like with Susanos and all the things. Obviously, it's cool, but
that's the thing. It's cool, but it's like
come on, bro.
Low key is not really making sense.
At the start, the Sharingan was all you can just copy what people do now. Man can do constructs and whatnot.
That's my thing. It's like why I guess like it's supposed to be like a powerful Oculus Jutsu, whatever it is, but like why is it allowing you to create like giant constructs
or fires that don't not stop burning?
Okay, no, that I kind of get. I kind of like Maturity.
I like it, but it's cold, but you're like
but like it just got to a point where like Madara was doing mad things.
One thing I did like though, but the Sharingan that it had like a failsafe where you can't use it. Obviously, the Mangekyou Sharingan has a failsafe where if you use it too much, you go blind.
Yeah.
You can't keep just spamming it.
But see, I
enjoyed that. There's got to be limits,
good. I think the whole kind of like if you take someone else's eyes, you get to keep it permanently. Is also like a good factor, but it just got weird when you can do so much more than just like why I can't like again Susanoo is great visually, but it's just weird as well. Like why is your eyes allowing you to build like a Yeah,
Giant
I know,
Megazord,
man.
bro.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like the juice just got weird, and like even Naruto's like like I can't like Naruto's powers got
Makes
confused.
sense.
No, it got confusing for me after he learned Wing Star Rasen Shuriken.
Okay.
Like it just got weird. I
No,
couldn't.
but I'm saying his large constructs make sense because we've seen him in a demon form. We've seen those big constructs,
But I didn't.
His does make sense because we know how the Jinchurikis work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we've seen
but
that with the Sharingan. We've never seen no large construct until the Susanoo just came out of nowhere.
But his his yellow form thing.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me.
Oh, he's with the coat.
Yeah, the
Sage.
Yeah, Sage.
Yeah, no, not Sage mode, not Sage mode.
No, but yellow form with the infused chakra.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense to me.
with the jacket.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just got weird. I don't know.
What's the other one thing you had?
I also put.
My head was on this one.
Yeah, there is no better anime than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I actually had
Not an opinion, fact.
I had this debate. It's a very similar debate about Full Metal Alchemist in one of my anime group chats. Yeah. And I said it definitely deserves to be discussed in the upper bracket.
Yeah.
Not enough people give it credit, 100%.
I
wouldn't say it's the best.
doesn't have with Full Metal Alchemist. It doesn't have that pop culture aspect that Hunter x Hunter, Naruto.
Yeah,
it doesn't have that.
it's lacking that.
It's lacking that pop culture like pushing. It doesn't have it.
Especially because because a lot of the pop culture animes that everyone knows have continuous episodes or continuous seasons or like continuous arcs even. With FMA, it's confined to 52 episodes. So it's missing, I guess, that longevity that a lot of anime shows have. But the thing with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like, it does, I can't lie, I'm not even trying to exaggerate, it does everything perfectly.
Okay.
Character arcs, female representation, power scaling, story building, world building, mythology, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Cultural references, talk like social political topics, all that kind of stuff, all kind of rolled into 52 episodes, and it's just perfect, man. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah.
As much as people want to say that, Attack on Titan, this and the other, I'm yet to watch any anime that comes as close to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, man. Like it's that good. I can't even lie. Like I say it's perfect. And I mean perfect. I can't find a flaw in that anime.
Do you recommend watching the original before?
No, don't watch the original.
No.
Do not watch. No, so there's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is perfect, 10 out of 10. There is Full Metal Alchemist, which is shit. Do not ever watch that show.
Why though? Why? You gotta explain. Go speak to the viewers.
It's crap. Story's crap. Character building's crap. Power scaling is crap. It's
the opposite.
It's the complete antithesis of the new one. And they had to make a new one because like even the original manga. Well, so the manga came out first. When they brought the show was so different from the manga. People were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Because people loved the manga.
Of course.
Then they obviously, they're going to redo it. Brought out this second one, Brotherhood. And people were like, this is even better than the manga. Like, it's just a perfect little gem, man. And if you haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, take the time to watch it.
And the fact it's only 52 episodes as well.
It's not a chore.
You can fly for it. It's not bloody One Piece.
Exactly.
1 million and 2 episodes.
Do you know what? I won't lie to you.
I can't get into it, man.
But you know what,
I'm
though?
back on One Piece.
But the thing is, you've just gone through a lockdown, a pandemic. That was the perfect time to watch it.
Bro.
What are you man doing?
No.
What are you man doing?
Let me lie to you. I've restarted. I'm back on One Piece now. So I just reached the Dressrosa arc, yeah? That shit is freaking long, bruv.
Oh yeah, it's long.
And it drags in so many places, and it's hard to keep my attention with it. I can't lie, because I can't lie. Luffy was fighting this one old guy for like 6 episodes.
Chinja.
Why is he fighting one guy for 6 episodes, please?
The pacing in it is so long. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
It's bad.
I remember watching an episode on like Christmas Day, and then a year later on Christmas Day, still being in the same arc.
It's bad. That's bad, bro.
Come on, man.
That's bad.
I'm not even joking.
That's so bad.
100% fact. Still being in the same arc a whole year
and apparently,
later.
like the Dressrosa arc is one of the best. I'm just like, if this is the best, then like.
That's why I don't watch it personally because I read it now.
Okay.
Because so what I do is I let the whole arc stack up, and then once the arc finishes, I'm gonna go binge that shit because it's so difficult to watch on a weekly thing. When I was binging it before I'd caught up, it was the best anime I'd ever seen. And then as soon as you catch up, it's like...
One Piece, where it's so long, it's kind of like daunting to try to get into, man.
Because don't get me wrong, there were previous arcs of One Piece that really grip me. Like Marineford, Water 7, like great arcs, really. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this show a real chance. You know, I got to Dressrosa and I was like, okay, let me find like a filler list. So I've ordered the fillers and stuff, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, and I started it. And I was like, okay, first episode, second one, third one. I'm just like, things are just fucking dragging, bro.
Don't you think it can be too long where, like, bro, it's going to be like an end tune?
I get that.
But like EastEnders, man.
But
Like,
no, the thing
it
is,
can be.
he's starting to tie things up.
He's starting to tie things up.
He said that himself.
Okay,
He's starting to tie things up.
Fine.
So,
Because, like, yeah, an anime can be long, don't get me wrong, but, like,
Gotta be limits.
a fight shouldn't be spanned across 6 episodes.
I hear that.
That's my issue with Dragon Ball Z as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Power, like 4 episodes.
he'd be screaming.
Bruh,
for 30 minutes for one episode. He'd be screaming. I think he did when he went Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
for the first time.
one
It was like a whole episode was just a transformation.
Fight out next time. What do you fight Super Saiyan 2?
It shouldn't take 30 minutes for you to throw one punch. It shouldn't take another 25 minutes for you and this character to have a back and forth dialogue.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have some kind of like backstory as to why he's like the way he is. And then
For
like the last 1 minute, you're throwing two punches, and then all of a sudden it's like it's time for a power up. And the next episode, you're spending like 10 minutes explaining the power up, 10 minutes getting into the power up form, 1 minute like I'm tired.
I hear that, but what I would say for One Piece, even though it is very long, I feel like the payoffs are 100% worth it. 100%, I feel like they're worth it.
Yeah.
They better
That's just me personally.
They are.
Like, I feel like it's a very unique anime in the sense of how long it's been running. It's been running since the 90s. No other anime can say that. So I feel like that's why you got to cut in some slack, in a sense.
Actually, no, you can't cut them slack.
No, you can, man.
No, because there should have been improvements made along the way. I feel like they're resting on their and we'll be doing this way since the 90s. Let's just continue doing it that way. Because again, like I can't deal with the dragging of stuff out, man. Like it affects my viewership and it affects my enjoyment of the show.
I get it. That's why I stopped watching the anime. Like I said, I can't watch it on a weekly basis no more.
What other animes really do that nowadays, anyway?
There's none.
There's none. It's just
There's
One
none.
Piece.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's unique. It's literally the only one that does that. Most animes that come out, especially like the new gen ones, like My Hero, Attack on Titan, they just drop a season, takes a break, comes back.
Come back, yeah.
Right, what other controversial?
No, next anime, you got to bring up this one. What did
I say? Oh yeah, the Chimera arc in Hunter x Hunter throws everything off.
How does it throw?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, let me explain my point. The Chimera arc is great. It's a phenomenal arc. It's got some really great moments in that arc. I absolutely love watching it. My issue is, it comes out of nowhere.
How does it come out?
For me personally, it comes out of nowhere because obviously we come from Greed Island, and then from Greed Island, it's like all of a sudden we're dealing with mutant ants. And I get they come from like the Dark Continent and everything else, like, but that's all like that's all manga related stuff. I had to read up on that to understand where it comes, like everything comes into it in terms of the anime. But if I'm watching it
from obviously with that comment as well, what people said, it said it was too dark because it came out of nowhere. That it was too dark. But
no, I don't think it's too dark.
Some people were saying the camera arc was too dark. That's why that's why I agree with you. It was too left field. But I'm thinking if you watch closely, especially with things, you can see it was going dark. Like, it's a part of a family of assassins. He gets tortured by them. There's a lot of killing in it.
The show gradually
I feel like even from the way Killua killed that guy, the heart in his hand.
Yeah, like those weren't even dark moments. I can't lie.
The show has killing from the start.
I hadn't really seen that in an anime where he pulls a guy's heart out and it's literally in his hand beating. I hadn't really seen that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the show was gradually going to get darker.
And also with even you can tell with
to the themes displayed by Hisoka.
Yeah. And also even God's progression, you can tell that he always had a dark side. They were just waiting to fester and bubble up.
The show was clearly leading up to some kind of big pivotal battle against someone where we're gonna have to see people's powers on display and like show Gon's growth and Killua's growth. It was leading to that anyway. But I think maybe when people say it's too dark, I think maybe because the Chimera ants were so disgustingly OP, like they were freaking OP. I don't think it's a bad thing either. But the way they were just going about, like killing humans, eating them up and stuff like that, I don't think people were ready for that kind of thing. But I just still feel like I don't know. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's just because it went right from Greed Island to like, okay, oh my god, Chimera ants, oh my god, humans are being kidnapped, oh my god.
But even Hunter x Hunter arc, you've seen like people dying left and right.
That was a lot as well, actually. Like, but I think it's even good that happened early because at least it sets pace to what could happen in the show.
One thing I really like about the Chimera ant arc is the philosophical aspects as well in terms of how some of the ants will become more human. And more the humans will become more like ants.
Yeah. For me, that arc's a masterpiece.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I think the it's weird. You can almost watch the arc on its own.
Literally, I've done that so many times.
I go back and watch it.
You can watch the arc on it, even if you've never seen Hunter x Hunter before. You can watch the arc on its own.
That's the reason I got into seeing Gon's transformation. I'm like, I got to get up to this part. That's the payoff that because I saw the
that's
thing
how I got
on those Gon. Like I get up to this part. When you first see it, like yes, this I watch all. Also, you love all the arcs, but
I still don't like God's power up. I can't lie.
No, God, what are you saying?
I can't lie.
Elaborate.
I don't know, man.
Elaborate. What do you mean? What's not to like?
I just don't like how he became like a... I get the rage. I get the emotion. I just don't get how that then leads him to growing into like a 25-year-old man with a 60-inch Peruvian weave.
It basically happens where in terms of where literally
because
he gave up all his potential to get his potential
I get it, but I still feel like we still could have had... we could have had a power-up moment with Gon... Okay, so the way I would have done it, right? So Gon still would have got the power-up he would have, and, you know, fucked up, what's her name?
Peter.
Yeah. But he still would have been the kid form, right? But I think he would have just known how to use his powers.
But I feel like emotionally, I think emotionally that would take away from it.
It's so traumatized from Kite dying that he literally said, "I will die."
Die and
give all my potential.
But I just
physically he sacrificed his power, but it's emotionally and mentally he's done that well. That's the thing.
I don't know. I just don't get how that then equates to him growing up in a sense. Like that's just my thing.
Do you remember in the Hunter x Hunter training arc where Gon and Killua are learning about Nen? What's his name? The trainer's like
Wing and the other guy. Yeah.
Gon and Killua are 1 in a billion type talents.
Yeah.
And obviously, and their potential is 1 in a billion. So showing that Gon is given that 1 in a billion talent where it will take him probably, like for example, the chairman took him decades.
Netero,
to get to that level. Gon said, "I'm giving up decades to get that power now.
Get to that level now,
and that's gonna kill me." But
he's prepared to do that.
I'm prepared to do that.
How emotionally invested he is.
Okay.
And seeing him being that emotionally invested, I was emotionally invested as well.
And as he seen that it's my fault that Kai died in the first place.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So he adds that aspect to it as well.
What do you think of the actual like what's the word? Oh, how am I losing what I say? What do you think of the actual like what's the power structure? Or like how Nen works? What do you think?
I really like how Nen works. It's not just a straight R. It's not a straight R. I'm stronger than you.
It's not chakra. Exactly.
I'm a straight
It's
stronger
different
than you.
types of it, different Nen type users and that. Like I like Hisoka's power, and then if you compare it to like Illumi's, they're completely different.
Do you not think it's that chakra?
And I'll say it's more tactical in terms of just because someone's physically stronger than you, don't mean they're gonna beat you.
Right.
Stuff like that. I really like that.
It's not chakra in the sense like you know, like you can get like Naruto. You just you charge up your chakra.
Yeah.
And each chakra is basically
and that's it.
It's never ending.
It's not really like that. It's completely different Nen type users. Like if you take like Karaka, his power's nuts.
Yeah, true. It's not like same everywhere. All
their powers are very unique.
And they all use it very differently as well.
Yeah. Okay, I got that. Okay, all right.
I do think, just as a quick note, I do think it was kind of, just for me anyway, it was a bit confusing how they had like Nen, Ret, and Ten, but like they didn't really go into all of them. They kind of they touched on some of them, but they didn't go into all of them.
But then they kind of focused on them.
Isn't it like the basics were like Ren and Nintendo.
It all comes on the net.
It all comes on the net, but then it's like you take all that and take it like the nth degree.
Yeah, and you put it all
to
together.
create like your Nen abilities and stuff like that. Okay, yeah.
And your Nen type, and you find out for them.
Yeah.
But that's why I enjoyed Hunter x Hunter, especially Camera Rank. You ain't gonna find that's top 3, arcs all time for me, mate.
And transformations as well. There's top 2 transformations.
Yeah, it's not top 2 transformations.
Wait, it's top 2 transformations.
What would you put ahead of it?
It's not top 2 transformations, man. Like, it's
what would you put ahead of it?
I don't even know. But
see,
there you go. Unless you can say something.
Let's not fire off something like that. Then I ain't trying to hear it.
Like I like Goku's transformations more than like Nen's one, man.
Super Saiyan 2, Team Gohan.
Yeah.
And Gon. They're top 2.
Top 2.
Put them whatever order you want.
Fine. I'm not.
Actually, what are the transformations you like? Actually,
those are.
I just named them.
I just named them.
Okay, let's go. Let's move on. Okay, controversial DC opinions.
Right, wanna go?
I'll let you, man.
Okay, my controversial DC opinion is they're doing too much with Batman.
It's not even controversial. That's facts,
I don't think it's even controversial.
That's facts.
I would say that. I'm a Batman fanboy, but I would say that myself.
That's facts.
Literally, with obviously I heard of the Bat family more, but literally we're seeing even the animated, the comics, the movies. Literally, we get some sort of Batman thing around. Again, like Batman TV show.
I call it Batman fatigue.
Yeah, Batman
fatigue. Yeah, like
you get slapped on everything.
Literally everything. We're like, come on, man.
It was like the worst one was like the Justice League Dark movie. Batman ain't the part of the Justice League Dark. Why is he there?
Why is he there?
He's Batman.
It's not really the remit of realms, bro. Like,
oh god. Do I have a controversial DC opinion? I'm trying to think. I don't know if it's controversial. I liked Wonder Woman 1984. I don't know if it's controversial or not, though.
That is controversial because that movie was whack. That movie was so bad.
I liked it.
One thing I would say is, I would say another controversial thing. I think it's kind of easy how Superman on your lowest lane keeps him sane. I think that's a bit weak.
Would you say that? I've actually read that before. So it's like, say that with the Injustice storyline,
So you're saying only Lois Lane, that's the only thing that's keeping you between
Okay, I get
going
that.
completely crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit like
That's kinda whack.
Why is it the only thing that will
Exactly,
keep you?
yeah.
But I've read more about that. If you like read specifically like the injustice thing, there were so many other variables.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Lois Lane dying. It was the baby as well. It was the fact he done it himself.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't even that. I think it was more to do with the fact that it was like it's layers. It's so layered. It's
there's layers to it.
It literally goes. It's from Lois Lane dying, pregnant with his son, killed by Joker, who could have been stopped by his best friend. That's literally like everything. Like,
and that's always been the argument with Batman.
Yeah.
Should he kill the
Yeah,
Joker?
should he
Should
kill
he
the
not?
Joker, yeah.
He didn't, and then that's what happened. So I feel if we're talking about injustice specifically, there's different layers to it.
I think even what takes the piss is like, even when Superman killed Batman, Batman had an issue with it. Even after, like,
an issue,
an issue. Like, Joker just killed his wife and his kid, and you're like, why did he kill Joker? Are you mad?
Yeah. I hear that.
And I think even that really just hit the catalyst for Superman. I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I've had
Fuck
enough.
this.
Because like all these other heroes, I think even him, he was like heroes are playing too nice.
Yeah.
Like
Because even Superman himself, he doesn't kill.
he never does.
Yeah.
So for him to just be like, do you know what? Like enough is enough.
Superman's probably thinking, you should at least allow me with this one. It was the Joker and what he did, and you didn't.
Do you think?
Because that's didn't Batman say you should turn yourself in?
Yeah,
I think he
at
did,
some
yeah.
point,
Yeah.
Well, do you actually?
Yeah, he deserves to get punched off.
Wait,
for
so
that.
ultimately, injustice is Batman's fault.
For allowing Joker to
No,
live.
like just period. Because if allowing Joker to kill Lois Lane, right, and then trying to make Superman feel guilty for killing Joker, and then not even like comforting his friend after the loss of his wife and his child. Batman's a dickhead. Wow.
In a sense.
Yeah, like I don't know, man.
I think it's kind of weak that how Batman still he's non-committed rule to not killing just causes more mayhem and more angst for people.
Okay, this is a controversial opinion though. I think Batman should kill. I think Batman should kill. I think Batman should be slaughtering people.
I think he should have snuffed the Joker.
So Ryan, you think it's certain villains he should kill?
No, I think
The
he should kill.
Joker- I think exclusively for the
I think
Joker.
most of his roster he should kill.
I don't.
Or at least
It's
try
a tough
to.
one.
I genuinely think so. I don't necessarily
Penguin
think
be killed?
Yes. By the
Really?
By the
Come on, what? Is he?
By the
I'm not so sure.
By the
man.
man. I don't know. My thing, I think with Batman is that Batman's roster is so effed.
Gotham's a completely different place to the rest of this.
Yeah,
Gotham is the ghetto.
Like,
It really is.
his roster is so.
It's always dark.
There's
no sunlight in Gotham, bro. There's no sunlight.
The sun even avoids Gotham.
Yeah.
That's that bad.
I ain't gonna
Like,
do it.
I don't know. Batman's roster is so fucked. I just feel like Batman should be on smoke. He should be on killing certain villains, man. Like, not everyday jail. Not everyday psychiatric help. Sometimes just
Or
like
Arkham.
the Arkham. Like sometimes just 6 feet under. Sometimes like who?
That's why I read who the Batman that we need.
Who's the villain?
chance.
Who's the villain that was cutting up kids and stuff? What's his name? With the pig mask.
Oh, Professor Pig.
Yeah. Are you telling me you're not gonna kill him? Like.
Yeah, Batman's rogue of villains. He got some psychos.
He's got some
bro.
psychos.
yeah.
I'm just like, sometimes Batman, I think he needs to
They
kill a
gotta
couple of
go.
them, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know.
For me though, it's just not Batman, innit? You get me? Batman don't kill.
I know we don't kill, but that's why it's controversial.
Yeah.
Okay, so Batman versus Superman, where he clearly was smoking people. Did you like that? 'Cause people complained about that. When the movie first came out, and he was
When he was like running over people and like breaking their
I
backs.
was in for it.
What about the warehouse scene? He literally threw the grenade at the guy.
It's
Do you think that guy's still alive? He's not
realistic.
alive.
It's more realistic than people
not alive.
thinking Batman doesn't like. Because people think like, oh, Batman doesn't hurt anyone. Period. But like,
He's snapping bones.
he's snapping bones. He's put people in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like,
And they had the cheek to get Gotham, get
Come on,
Bruce
Roshan,
Wayne
go.
and Foundation
Whoa,
Insurance to pay
whoa,
for it.
Roshan, go.
Doesn't it mean that Gotham needs to have the death penalty? Because the law is they haven't got the death penalty, so that's why he probably doesn't kill him.
But he's Batman. He's outside the law. Batman's outside.
He's an outlaw, yeah.
He operates up.
With the law, though.
He was to Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
And the rest of it-
generally the GCPD they do go after Batman.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that the reason why he doesn't want to? Because if it was like they should.
Wait, so if they have the death penalty, do you?
they should just get.
If they
But
had
who's given this jurisdiction to carry out the death penalty?
the mayor.
But because like Batman, he's not
So, okay, but
an employee of the government.
Yeah, he does his
my
own
question
thing.
is this: if Gotham had the death penalty, do you think Batman would work in Gotham Only because if he handed it, the people he hands in,
they'll get killed.
Dead, right? And Batman doesn't kill, but he'll be indirectly killing people if he hands them in.
But see, like Batman, he needs those people to be alive.
He needs them,
He needs to be alive,
Would Batman move cities if Gotham had a death penalty?
Start crying, bro.
he'd become mayor and get rid of the death penalty. That's what he'd do. That's what he would do. He would become mayor and get rid of the death penalty.
That's Bruce Wayne, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, just on Batman now. I'm on to him. I'm on to Bruce Wayne, bro.
That's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I'm on to him.
Okay. Controversial opinions for DC. Keep going. I'm liking this.
Right, he ain't said nothing.
I'm waiting, innit? I'll say mine now, innit? I just think the movies, even though they do have stinkers, I think they still get unfair stick. Just because of Marvel.
I agree.
Simply because. If you just reverse them and you've done them in a different order.
People would complain Marvel be too light-hearted.
And that's not me saying that DC haven't dropped bad movies, because I just said Wonder Woman 84 was awful. The first Suicide Squad was awful. Do you know what I mean? They've dropped bad movies.
Do you know what? I rewatched Suicide Squad recently, right? I don't think it's as awful as people say it is. I think people were just so hyper-focused on Joker having grills and tattoos that they just writ off the entire film. Don't get me wrong, the film's kind of...
And also with him not having... A lot of his scenes being taken out as well.
See, I didn't dislike the Joker at all.
I liked it.
I just didn't get to see him enough. To actually like him as a character, I didn't get to see him enough. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have.
The film isn't as bad as people make it out. It's not a great film. But I don't think it's as bad. I think it's probably on par with like a couple Marvel films. If I'm going to be honest with you.
I feel like if you was to set out and look at the list of MCU films and then you look at DC films, obviously DC haven't got as many. I don't think DC dropped that many films that are worse, but I think what Marvel have done, they've built a better universe, which obviously is a lot more connected, and I think obviously people appreciate that a lot more. But in terms of better movies, quality movies, I don't think Marvel's that far ahead. Personally,
do you know what? This might even be a controversial Marvel opinion. Like, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think, don't get me wrong, I love the Marvel films. I am very, I would say, probably somewhat biased in terms of my love for Marvel films and stuff like that. But like, it would just kind of strictly like films and how and the quality of the films. There are I won't even say a lot, but there are many bad Marvel films. Like, they're not all like great masterpieces.
But a lot of the Marvel films will get a pass because
it's part of the world building.
This movie is part of something bigger.
Exactly.
So like Captain Marvel, for me, I mean, to be fair, I don't think it was that bad. But Captain Marvel,
it wasn't anything great.
It's like, okay, it's not that good, but we know we're going to see her in Endgame, so it's fine.
Yeah,
basically, and I think that's why Marvel gets the praise it gets, even when they drop maybe poor quality films. I won't say poor quality, but some are poor quality, some are average. But the reason why is because it's built into something greater.
Like for the Dark World.
Exactly, even for the Dark World, horrible film,
but it shows the ethos.
Exactly,
the ethos was important.
And we see more depth into his Loki and Thor's relationship. So all these things kind of add on. But with the issue with DC,
it doesn't seem like it's building to that.
Everything's very disjointed, and it's just like, okay, even though this film is bad, what is it leading to? What's it connected to? Do you know what I mean? What are we getting? What's the payoff? Like, give me a bad film, but give me something like at the
payoff.
end. Yeah, we haven't even got that yet. I think even the closest we had to that was Batman vs Superman, where we saw Deathstroke at the end, and we saw, like, you know, I guess quote unquote the birth of the real Lex Luthor and stuff like that. So we thought, okay, we're gonna get more stuff like that, but you know, again, it didn't really happen.
Didn't get it. Yeah.
So, I agree with you. I don't think as much as there are bad DC films, I don't think there are necessarily bad. What am I saying? I don't think they're necessarily as bad worse than some of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
There are some of them are quality films, but just as terms of like an overall unit, they don't really work. That's the issue.
No, I'd agree with that, but that was mine, isn't it? What's yours?
What said it?
So we want to Marvel now.
Yeah, we want to Marvel.
I don't really have any like controversial like these.
Mine is I don't like Iron Man. In any capacity, I don't think he's that good.
You never Iron Man.
It's more, I don't really like his character.
It's interesting that they chose Iron Man to be like the forefront character for the MCU, because before that, people had a lot of issues with him in the comics. Like, he didn't get a lot of love, which is, and I just
because he was an alcoholic or whatnot. Yeah.
Even without that, like, people just didn't have a lot of love for the character. Like, he was very.
But Iron Man was never a Class A.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't. Like, he wasn't. So, like, them choosing
the MCU made him a Class A, level Class A level characters because they had to out of necessity.
Yeah.
So if they had all the characters to start,
he probably wouldn't have been pushed so hard.
Yeah, it would have been pushed as hard. It would have been the first movie.
Okay, controversial.
Controversial Marvel opinion I have is that they should they should just leave mutants alone at this point.
I don't think that's controversial, but I agree.
I don't think we should see mutants in MCU.
I'd be all for that.
We've said it before. It's going to be Marvel's toughest thing to do.
So
and
I'd rather not see it at all.
We've
gotten this far.
I would rather.
mutants,
And I haven't felt like I'm missing the mutants. We've gotten this far, you know what I'm saying?
So what do you think they should do with the mutants then?
TV show.
Do you think they should just do something with the mutants? Because obviously they got the rights now, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you
TV
think
show.
just do something outside of the MCU?
You know, like Elseworld, also, but like an Elseworld universe. Like two universes, coexisting at the same time.
I've always...
But it doesn't have
to be multiverse, but just two universes coexist at the same time. It doesn't have to be multiverse, but two universes.
I've always said it would be nice to be able to watch Marvel, something that isn't directly tied to the MCU.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But I think maybe the issue is at this point is that everything Marvel produces has to be tied to the MCU in some kind of way.
Because even they bring the shows together to the MCU. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot easier now, like we said on the last episode, because of Loki.
Yeah.
What they've done, obviously they've brought in the multiverse now. It's here.
So
it's a lot easier.
They could easily do a X-Men or birth the mutants and have the mutants exist in their own universe. And then once we have like a crossover multiverse type stuff, then that's fine.
But I would not mind if they're self-contained. I would not mind.
See, for me, like I said,
mutants especially, but obviously Fantastic Four.
I'd much rather see them.
I'd much rather see them 100%. But
and the Young
mutants,
Avengers too. I'd much focus on the Fantastic Four and the Young Avengers. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah, I think because the thing is, if once they introduce the mutants, people's issues are going to be like, where's Charles?
Exactly.
Where's Magneto? Where's Storm? Where's Cyclops? All these people that we've had and seen for
multiple times, different incarnations.
Yeah,
The thing is, I don't mind seeing them again if we was to see them because I don't
want to see them first. That's my thing.
I hear that.
Bring them in later.
But I don't feel like their characters were done justice.
They weren't, but
I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of like the X-Men movies and that. I feel like most of them were rubbish.
Yeah, but the thing is, the actual actors that play the characters, they did them well, I believe.
Oh, they done them well, but I'm talking about the actual characters.
Like, for example, both
Hugh Jackman,
both Charles and both Magnetos. I think the younger,
younger and older. Younger and older. I think they were both very good. They done them justice.
Yeah.
But I feel like the character because the movies weren't great. Is what I mean.
Fair enough.
So like, I want to see them done in a good movie. I want to see Cyclops in a good X-Men film, rather than liking the actor. I even like the Cyclops actor. I didn't think he was that bad.
He did a good job. This might be controversial.
I like Jean Grey though.
This might be controversial.
Any iteration, the young.
I've not liked any. I've not liked any.
I
tired of that Phoenix
think
thing,
Halle Berry did a very good job as Storm.
That's a shout.
I think
she was one of my favourites.
I think she did a very, very good job.
It's true. It is true. And also now people obviously they wanted a more dark skin.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
so they try like throw that against her, but that's not her fault.
No,
you know?
I think even if you take that away, I still think
you could call out the other Storm. I forgot her name.
What's her name? Alexandra Shipp.
Yeah, you could call it out.
We don't.
That's fine. You can call her out, but
no, but
Storm.
Like a lot of people didn't like her as Storm for her acting ability, but I think she did a very good job. Given what she was given, she did a good job.
Do you want Storm to have an accent as well in New Iteration?
Yes. I want Storm to have an accent.
Because Halle Berry have an accent.
No, she did, but she tried.
Did she?
She tried. And that's my thing.
It didn't seem like she tried. It was just speak like normal
I never noticed the accent.
Like in the first film, like she tried a little bit, and like I think she kind of phased out.
That.
So yeah,
but for what it was at the time, though, innit?
Exactly for the time.
I mean, I don't know what year the first X-Men movie come out, but
2000.
There you go. That's nearly like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Was this 20? Wow.
Well,
maybe closer to 15. But you can let that one. You can let it slide, kind of thing. Different now.
All right, Marvel controversial opinion. I'm trying to think now. Because I know I have Bear. I just can't remember most of them now. I still think Endgame is the best Marvel movie.
Wrong.
Completely wrong.
I think it's not in my top three. It's not in my top three.
I think it's the best. I don't think it's
Endgame. That middle part where they did nothing.
I think it's the best. Okay. Let me rephrase it. I think it's the best Marvel experience.
You see, this. I think that. You see what I was saying about Marvel? You can let things slide because of the payoff.
But we shouldn't. I think
Endgame is probably the best example of that because it's literally a movie to me where the first part's okay, the middle bit's boring,
as hell,
and then the final third you have this massive payoff,
where
and everyone loves it.
Everyone loves it. Yeah, you forget what happened that dull period where
literally the ultimate payoff is just the final third.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I liked the middle part. I liked the whole. I know. Don't get me wrong. I know it drags. But I like kind of dragging moments like that where there's like a lot of exploration of characters and there's dialogue and stuff like that when there's not really much action going on. I kind of like.
You know what? That's Infinity War because if you know there's action from the start, they get goal.
The only part of Endgame, like the middle,
Infinity War just smoked the whole movie.
I liked Iron Man
with his dad,
getting that closure with his dad going back. That was the only part that I really liked.
That was the best part. But I still like that middle part in general. I did like it. I thought it was.
But yeah, no, Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War. You're right. From the jump, it's just
literally the whole movie just smiles.
It's literally just. I'm thinking about it now. Like I don't think there was a.
No, it literally starts on the ship.
Yeah.
Hulk, Thor gets wrapped.
Yeah.
Hulk gets sent to
Loki
Earth.
gets killed.
Yeah.
He's with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And then
they're on Earth.
Then Ebony Moore and that literally.
Yeah. Then they go to the planet. Bro, yeah, it's just smoke. The whole movie.
It's literally doesn't dip. But in terms of like. I guess hype.
And even with Captain America fighting things, literally there's no dip, there's no like...
It literally starts from like a 10.
Yeah.
I think the lowest it goes maybe like an 8 in terms of like hype and like things happening.
For me as well, is even when you get to the part where Thor is going to nowhere, but he builds the weapon.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he does it with Rocket and Groot.
Yeah,
completely
all together, yeah.
Because then they come to Wakanda.
And one thing that I liked as well, that I was reading lately on Korra, that he took the right people with him.
Yeah.
To nowhere. Not nowhere, to, was it Nunavut? Sorry, Nunavut.
Nidavellir,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nidavellir, he took them, because obviously Rocket to bring the ship, and Groot, he cut off his arm to make the thing, because the handle broke.
And I've always said about Groot is that whole movie, Groot is not paying attention to anything.
Yeah.
He's like this, like, what's it, teenager going through puberty, he's playing his games, he's like a little brat.
Yeah, a little brat at that point.
In that one moment.
And then it's like, that's when he kind of grows up.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's now like teenager Groot now, you get me? Because he creates the handle when he needed to.
Do you think, I know it's tangent, but do you think Groot's arm adds to Stormbreaker, so like powers and stuff?
I think it's just a handle.
Yeah, probably just a handle.
I think it's just a handle.
Obviously, what it comes to, it just shows that obviously won't be doing
Well,
that.
yeah, no, but I mean...
He's done what he needed to do. It says more about Groot.
Yeah.
Like character progression.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Fine.
And then obviously there's the whole snap at the end.
Bro, I can't lie. The snap is the most epic cinematic moment I've ever seen in my life.
Nah. Like,
what's more epic?
It's top 2.
What's more epic than the snap?
Pool scene. The pool scene.
But the thing is, you can't say that whole scene. Like, if you're talking one specific moment, Captain America when he picks up Mjolnir. That is it.
No, I hear that, but we already saw him like kind of fidgeting Mjolnir in Age of Ultron.
No, but it's the way he does it in Endgame.
That's the payoff. It's another payoff.
It's the way he does it in Endgame.
It's like everyone had that theory that Captain America would lift up the hammer from when he made it.
Okay, fine. If the snap is the greatest moment, the pool scene is the greatest scene.
Is Thanos' snap even better than Iron Man's snap?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Iron Man.
So. No, let's not play it. Iron Man snap got me, but the snap from Thanos
was a shock. You should have aimed for the head. Because I was not expecting that.
That was cold. Yeah, he got me with that.
But I'm still going to cry. Then we go, should have aimed for the head.
I thought Thanos was... I
thought he was done.
Let me be real. I thought Thanos was dead.
Yeah.
I just thought like Infinity War was going to be done. Yeah. That's it. And then the Infinity Stones would do like something else would happen in like the next film. I was not expecting the snap.
I was not expecting the snap at all. You know, we read Infinity War, we read the comments. I still not expecting the snap.
I thought...
No, not like that. I don't think anyone can really say they expected Infinity War to end the way it did. That's why it was so good.
Bro, literally,
no one expected that.
I remember to this day, Infinity War ended. I called Timmy. I was on the phone shouting. Bro, we just shouting for like 20 minutes. Bro, I don't think I've had a moment like that.
Do you know what the bit got me? It's the fact that it's the porch scene right there. That's the like he sits down and just smiles. Yeah. And it fades to black. I can't lie. I picked up my phone like this. I wrote this. I was calling Leo. I was like,
it's like 4 a.m. in the morning.
I was shouting in my like, fam, what the hell have I just seen? Like,
and you see people turn to dust like.
And it's the whole cinema reacted in exactly the same way. Exactly the same way.
Okay, you know the silence when you're watching A Quiet Place. Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah,
the snap happened. The whole cinema went quiet, and until the film went to black, I swear to God, you couldn't even hear anyone breathe.
Literally, everyone was like.
Everyone, it was surreal.
I was in my head, there's no way.
And the thing is, it was funny as well because like leaving the cinemas, people are getting up, walking out, and that people are looking at each other confused. Like,
did this really happen?
They all dead. Like,
why?
Like, okay, I can't lie to you. So the film went to black here. All I hear at the back is like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was just like. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. Man, I think it was
that moment, bro. Come on, man, you gotta give it.
So that's the thing as well. Like with the Captain America picking up Mjolnir, all the different like payoffs in Endgame. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Like the portal scene when he comes through and Falcon says on your left.
Yeah.
I can't like the portal scene still gets me hyped, bro. It's that music.
No, it always gets me. But I feel like the more I watch it, I lose a little bit every time.
Hey, you better notice, yeah.
Nah, it adds to me. I can't lie to me. Like,
You know what, you know what? Black Panther says they Bombay. Everyone else was saying it as well.
Yeah.
Begs, bro. You know from Wakanda.
I've never clocked that.
Yeah, I'm saying it, bro. I'm seeing the Guardian saying. I'm seeing the
Guardians.
I'm seeing the Sorcerer. Like, you know you're from here. Begs, bro.
That's so
One
funny.
trick at you. Who start saying it, bro? But,
I mean,
yeah.
the whole cinema was saying that at one point.
Yeah, man.
All right, other Marvel controversial opinions. I don't know if it's controversial, but I think the comments are just getting too confusing now. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going past the no point and no return.
Yeah, I
in terms of being confusing.
think they're just too confusing now. It's hard to keep up, it's hard to keep track, and the thing is, there's just too much going on now. I don't know. I think they need to simplify the whole
Go
comic
back to
thing.
simplifying things, innit?
Yeah.
The thing is, when they do that, everyone moans like, "Oh, you've rebooted them again."
I don't want a reboot. Just simplify things.
Yeah.
Just make things easy. Just make it easy for people to actually go in, pick up a comic book and read a story.
Kind of go back to being self-contained stories as well. That's
Yeah.
it doesn't always have to be like a big, massive event.
Leading up to an
team-up
event
thing,
in comics, yeah. I've stopped reading comics in a minute. I've been on a long break.
Yeah.
And it's just, when you stop reading, like when you're up to date, it's fine. You can keep track of it. But when you fall out of the cycle of being
It's
on
hard to
track,
get back into it because obviously there's a lot of tie-ins. You got to read this comic that's nothing to do.
Yeah.
That's what I've been putting it off for so
I'd
long.
rather now just read trade paperbacks. I'd rather just do that because I literally picked up Immortal Hulk the other day. I've never read it before, and I obviously know stuff here and there outside of it, but I actually read it, and I'm just like, it's a good ass story. I want more self-contained stories. Just give me that. I will gladly take that over like trying to find issue. Well, I got issue 1, I missed issue 3, and I can't keep up with the story, and I didn't read the side issue, and I didn't read the back issue, and it's like.
That's what I liked about Immortal Hulk as well. I literally just read that. I didn't have to worry
That's
about
another
reading
reason why I
the
liked. I was reading when I was reading Guardians of the Galaxy and Nova. It's just them in space and they just focus on their thing. They're self-contained. It doesn't deal with the Earth's heroes.
Yeah.
It's just them with it in their stories and tribulations what they're going through. Yeah, so we need more self-contained stuff. Yeah.
All right, what's clickbait? You got this on the
No,
notes?
I just thought like in terms of clickbait, like what for clickbait? Something clickbait that we can say.
Oh God. I don't know if it's clickbait, but you know, obviously there was the when you know in the Infinity War trailer when they showed Hulk running. I think that's kind of baity.
That's clickbait. That is clickbait.
That's clickbait.
What you mean when he didn't burst out of the?
Yeah, no, in Infinity War, there's in the trailer scene. There's all of them kind of running in like the forest area bit, and you see Hulk in the back.
Yeah, and he bursts out of the suit.
Yeah, and then they kind of scrapped it from the film.
Because he actually never turns into Hulk, innit?
Yeah.
You know, I was literally sitting there waiting, like, oh my God, he's about to do it.
Yeah.
And then Bruce Banner bursts out of the suit. I'm like, what?
With his head. That was a bad CGI moment. That was a really bad CGI moment.
That's just a long list of like Hulk errors that they made.
That's the thing. You don't like Hulk's portrayal in the MCU, right?
No, not at all. Not
Isn't it?
really.
No one really does.
I like Edward Norton's portrayal of the Hulk.
Yeah.
I still class that as MCU, innit? I like Edward Norton's, but I don't even really like the Hulk in Avengers.
Are you fine as Bruce?
Really?
Go on.
I don't like him as Bruce Banner either.
I'm not a fan of Banner. I like Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of Banner.
How I have like Bruce Banner in my head, Mark Ruffalo doesn't really give me the same.
Yeah.
I've never liked him as Hulk or Bruce Banner. Never have. I feel like as well, like if you look at Edward Norton's Hulk as well, who obviously went up against Abomination, and now that we know Abomination is coming back in Shang-Chi, I feel like this Abomination would beat up this version of Hulk.
Oh, you fucking Mark. You fucking Mark.
But this version of Hulk is Professor Hulk. Is always
Hulk could get that work that Thanos gave him, bruv.
This is what I'm talking about.
If it
I
was.
feel like even
But even that's clickbait as well. We've seen Abomination in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, because he might
I bet he
not even be an Abomination.
Yeah.
It looks like him.
No, it's confirmed this Abomination.
Yeah, but I bet it's a construct.
Confirmed.
I bet you money is a construct.
If you
From
go,
the rings or something.
if you go on a
It's a
trailer,
construct.
you go on a trailer and you put the subtitles on. When he roars, it says Abomination.
I bet any money is a construct. It's a construct.
I bet you any
it's
money
not,
is not.
You think that you Shang-Chi's with the rings,
Do you
whatever?
want to put money on this? I'll put money on this.
I've just got a feeling it's Abomination.
I'm not fully well versed in Shang-Chi and whatever thing he's powered. Is he power enough to go head to
Man,
toe
I don't know,
with
innit?
Abomination?
I don't know, but I just think the Abomination is there. I think it is
But
him.
I think you make a point though. Like in terms of like the Hulk, I know we've spoken a lot about power scaling and how like a lot of characters in the MCU don't really reach their peak until maybe like Endgame type things, right? But even with like the Hulk, the Hulk that took on Abomination is not the same Hulk we got like in Avengers.
He's definitely more
And
powerful.
it's definitely not the same Hulk we saw in Infinity War Endgame. Like Hulk has been
Progressively getting worse.
worse.
Yeah,
He actually has
But
been
the thing
getting
is,
worse.
I do get it though,
Have you seen
because
he's been getting worse? The more smart he gets, he's been getting worse.
That's not a bad point.
That's what it seems
To
like.
be
It's more
honest with
the more like smart and more like.
Well, he said he balanced that out. He did say he balanced that out. The
But
brains and the brawn.
but even that period when obviously first Hulk's obviously he's a scary green thing, but the more he starts speaking, like he seems like his power goes down.
Like I think in Avengers he was doing bits. Don't get me wrong.
In Avengers,
he was doing bits.
I'm always angry.
But it wasn't. But like thinking about when he went up against a freaking abomination, it's not the same Hulk.
Like for me, how I had it in my head, before leading up to like Infinity War, obviously I knew if Hulk got into a scrap with Thanos, you'd lose. But I expected him to be able to hurt him.
Yeah.
So for when they was on Titan, for Iron Man, you know, Thanos went all of that for a drop of blood. I expected at least one moment like that from the Hulk at least, and I would have been happy.
Well, then I think that also shows that how crazy Thanos actually was.
But isn't it embarrassing?
Because we got Hulk. He's like, so.
No, but is it not embarrassing that Iron Man did more work on Thanos than Hulk did?
But I think that also shows testament to who Iron Man is, though. No.
But then
I get that you can still do that, but there's no reason why Hulk can't do
exactly.
Agree that.
For like raw power levels, for me in the Avengers, really, if you look at the team, like maybe apart from like Vision, it should be Thor and Hulk.
It should
and Captain Marvel, no?
Well, yeah,
but in terms of like the main, like but
the main guys,
Thor and Hulk should be leading the pack, like
so like
discussing.
Captain Marvel, but not Iron Man, not Captain America. They shouldn't be putting in more work.
True.
Also, another controversial Marvel opinion I had is I'm still upset and happy that how funny Ragnarok was.
Again, but you know, it's payoff.
You said you like it?
No, I don't like how funny Ragnarok was.
No, I don't like it at all. And reading the reports for the new film where they say
it's gonna be even more. There's a double down.
I didn't know,
I think the God Butcher
being funny.
Yeah, it will come to me in a minute.
Gore, the God Butcher is gonna be. So it seems like it's gonna be Christian Bale.
Yeah.
So it seems like when I get another wasted MCU villain.
I don't want that.
Marvel. That's why I'm even worried with Namor. Marvel waste MCU villains.
They do. I agree with you.
I've said that from.
I know it's controversial, but Marvel.
They've had a lot of villains.
A lot of their villains are like one shot and you don't see them again.
Yeah.
They're just done in there.
I think just because the whole focus for them was like, you know, we got all these villains, sure, but it's really Thanos.
Yeah, it's really Thanos. Yeah,
which I kind of
Thanos the villain behind the curtains.
Yeah, I kind of get, but at the same time, it's like it is a waste. Like it is genuine waste. Like I can't lie. I was expecting Ultron to make a comeback in Endgame. As mad as that sounds, I was kind of expecting some way somehow Ultron makes a comeback and is fighting either alongside or adjacent to Thanos.
I was even thinking like, and he's part of the internet, whatnot. He's fully gone already like that. He had like a backup somewhere, maybe like on a satellite.
Like Ultron's just come and gone. Like
just come and gone. Because especially we know Ultron, he takes over the world and whatnot. Like
Ultron should literally be that background villain that's always
especially
there.
if you watch like Avengers, Mightiest Heroes, they can't get rid of this guy. They can't get rid of this guy. Like he keeps coming back.
Yeah. Exactly. Like it should be one of those things where from the Age of Ultron, what we should have got was we're dealing with other stuff. But the back of it all was like, okay, you know, is there an update on Ultron? Has anyone found him? Like, is anyone keeping tabs on him? Blah blah blah. Whatever it is, it should have been that.
Or even like, okay, we believe we got rid of him. Vision believes.
There we go.
But Ultron's somewhere in the top.
Exactly. I still think like Ultron could have made a weird appearance somehow in that game. I think it would have been or at least another villain somehow. Just making it just to kind of showcase that, you know, it's just like.
It would have been 4 hours long then.
I would have watched it.
Even speaking of villains, I was thinking like Kang as well. He seems like he's gonna be the next big bad. Or do you think he'll be the next big bad in terms of like Thanos was, or just like a 1 or 2 movies?
Do you know what's weird? I with everything I'm kind of thinking now, I think Kang is gonna be like a throwaway. It's gonna be a bit of a throwaway.
It also seems as well. How do you defeat a villain that's a variant where there's many more? How
I don't know. I don't think he will be like a throwaway. I definitely think he will be like the next big bad. But
I think it's gonna be Doom.
I don't think they'll build it up in the same way. Like, you know, obviously like Thanos, it took like 10 years. They're not looking to do that again.
Yeah.
I think they'll make the slates or the phases a lot smaller and you'll get there a lot quicker. But I do think he is the next big villain in that sense.
I still think it's Doom. I
feel like there's too much. Like we're talking about, they're mentioning multiversal war.
Yeah,
they're mentioning multiversal war. How can he not be? Do you know what I mean?
Brings on Secret Wars and all that stuff.
But that's what I mean. I think we're going for the secret. I think they're going to build towards Secret Wars. And if they are, it's going to be Doom at the end.
But the thing is, don't you think if it is Doom, I don't think that's too quick for him to reach that level? Because you know he's like God Doom in Secret Wars. Do you think it's too quick?
What I mean,
because obviously we've say Fantastic Four,
we've not even met them yet.
We haven't met them yet for him to meet their villains and whatnot. And Doom, well, we need a few movies for him to reach that level.
We don't know how long it's going. Well, it might be another 11-year span.
Okay, if it's another 11-year span, then yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
if Ryan's free his career.
I read before they said they want to step away from it being like a 10-year thing. They want it to because if you think about it, if they've done another 10-year thing, that's like the MCU would have been like going for like 20 years, and you've only had 2 big villains.
Yeah,
that's a fair point. Yeah, okay. But I know. I just feel like if they are going towards Secret Wars, if they are going towards Secret Wars, I feel like it's such a monumental thing that I feel like you even almost have to make like 5 movies out of that one moment as well.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like from the point of like the incursions happening and God Doom taking over, from that point we need another 5 films just on that one bit because so much kind of happens. We need to wrap up because we're getting close to time.
Back in the studio.
Yeah, so
good to be back.
Good to be back.
Got 5 minutes, guys. Yeah. We could talk forever, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know the usual stuff, people. Send us in let us know any Let us know any controversial opinions you have on anything. Tweet us, DM us, Instagram us.
Use hashtag the No Council. Follow all our socials. Like, subscribe, share.
The usual stuff. You know, send us a LinkedIn message. Read about it. And you know we're back in the studio. So like every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna say it. 2 episodes a month. You know the deal.
You get us when you get us.
You get 2 episodes a month, and you'll like them.
Yeah.
I don't like. There's no schedule no more. Like we'll get to. We're in.
Yeah.
Take it. But yeah, that's it for this episode, guys.
Thank you. Over and out.
Peace out. Are you a content creator looking for some new kit? Well, ELGATO has a quality range of products just for you. That's right. ELGATO isn't just for gaming content. From the chroma key green screen, the key light which provides studio quality lighting, and of course the new Waveron microphone, providing outstanding quality audio, ELGATO is there to meet all your content creation needs. Visit elgato.com and check out the full range of products for more information. And a big shout out to ELGATO for supporting us.